Well, I can't go through this. I can't go back on recording and not do Jess. How in the world am I going to be able to ignore Jess? Why is Hawk the first one I do? What is wrong with me? Hawk and Von Bolt, seriously, those are the first COs I do when I get back to recording and doing this. And not my girl Jess. Not her beautiful, beautiful 10% firepower, which is all you need. And if the last one says anything. Yeah, but Jess, I've said enough. 10% on vehicles. Like, she's the ground-based CO. She's lovely. And on a map like this, where there's vehicle support, like groundwork, you have to have really good groundwork. You really do. Here's the thing though. If it has a bunch of planes on it, Jake can be just as good and sometimes outdo her. What he's capable of is 10% on every single unit, even if they're on planes, or even if they're in the air. And heck, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know what? Let's test something. You know what? I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see here. We will go ahead and do... Where's a battleship? Battleship, there we go. So... 88 to 97, I think that's with the boost. It was with the boost! Okay! Even naval units get it, so if for whatever reason you have a battleship on the planes, it will also benefit from it. Good to know. Flak! Where's flak when you need them? But if you have anything on planes, they're going to get boosted, regardless of what type of unit it is, it seems. Just outside of it, though, that's where Jess starts to shine. The main difference between the two of them is their powers. Jess gets a movement boost on her regular power and her super. Jake does not. It's just the +2 movement on his super. That's the thing. And that's something that caught me off guard before as well, because I thought they were the same. It's not. Okay. Mixed base map. You start out with infantry. We start out with a few infantry. There's 4 bases. You each have 4 bases. You each have 2 airports. But one of them is being guarded by an enemy artillery. And it's also being blocked off by a pipe scene. There's a couple different ways you can go about this. One, you can get a battlecopter on your side, bring over to the artillery and gun it down. 2, and this is the one that I usually prefer doing, you can get an artillery of your own and start blasting down the pipe scene there, following it up with a tank. Or 3, you can just get rockets. No matter what, like, even if you're playing against grit, no matter what, base range, rocket will always outdo artillery. Always, always, always. So you never have to worry about the artillery getting to a rocket. Now, if you're playing against grit and he has, they have a sniper attack ready, don't even try it. Don't try it. Unless you're playing as grit yourself against another grit, don't try it. That artillery is going to destroy those rockets. That would be really funny to see, though. That would be super funny. But yeah, but that seems to be what Jake is doing. He's getting the artillery into tank combo. Even base skips to get that tank too. What I'm doing, however, is I'm doing 2 artillery. So what you call it? Because you see down on the bottom right, I have 2 infantry in play. Now Jake has a choice. It's either lose out on a city that he's getting funds from, or let me have an airport. Choose the airport. Never defend the city. Just get your airport. Yeah, So, I'm lucky right now that the only thing that Jake has up there is artillery and tanks. I'm lucky on that regard. But because my artillery is placed in such a way that if Jake happens to go after the artillery there, the other one can just shoot at it. But that also means I need to do something about the artillery, because that was bad artillery. That was bad. What in the world was I doing this game? But this game was like, I'll be honest, this game happened at like May, June, something like that. It's like far past that. Yeah, both of those artillery are going to get wiped. Yeah. Poor artillery. Rest in peace. I do have my comm tower, however, so that is good. Then another artillery, another battlecopter. Just all-out warfare. Like, this map has multiple different fronts. Like, you're going to get into fights pretty early on. Like, a lot of fights. And Jake has 2 comm towers, though. And both those artillery are gone. They really didn't do too much. That was a waste of artillery that I did on that. Now, but for whatever reason, they pulled back the anti-air, so my battlecopter is able to take care of that tank, at the very least. And we are starting to push back, thankfully. Even did 2 damage to the tank with Jess infantry? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. And artillery is strong on this map. It really is. There's so many mountains, like, in play here. Like, just park some artillery behind it. They're good. They're really good. I'm pretty sure the tank and... I'm pretty sure the Jess infantry might be able to just pick off that one tank up there, that 3 HP tank. It's going to be full health infantry. I don't see why not. Yeah, but the score right now is 23k to 20k, so Jess is ahead on income. Oh, I remember this game. It's slowly starting to piece back to me, like, what happened on this game. I remember just Jake getting really, really ballsy with some of the captures. That's what it was. Because, see, in the middle of the map, you can see, like, one of his infantry going for one of my towns, like, one of my properties, like, that's a really, really far in property, too. Yep, but there's Block Rock. The Brock is ready to rock. 2 engagements, never on planes. 3 engagements, 4 engagements. 5 engagements. 6 engagements. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. I've counted 14 engagements during that turn, and 11 of them were not on planes. So 11 of those troops that Jake had did not get a bonus. They got a 10-10 bonus. They did, but we know how well 10-10 means. I, however, am going to get the bonus. That's the one thing about Jess. She does not care where those engagements take place. And take out the anti-air with the battlecopter too. Still, all this with just one comm tower as well. That's all she needs. Just one comm tower. And we're going to start putting pressure on the two bases, it looks like. Not even going for the corner base, like on the two corner bases on the left. No, we're going straight for the two middle bases. And 9 HP tank taking down one of Jess's tanks on a road all the way to 3 and still take 2 damage back. Dang, Jess is powerful. This is a tier 4 match, by the way. Jess is really powerful. Like, tier 4 people should not have this. And then, once again, there goes the anti-air. And then, that's just an artillery. I don't care about the artillery, it's not boosted by planes. And got medium tank down in the corner. Medium tank would be a good answer. Just not there. Yeah, but everything's slowly starting to shift over to Jake. Dude needs anti-air. Alright, he purchased one, but he just killed off a tank. That seems to be a big problem with this chicken turbocharge. You can tell I don't remember this match because I did not remember that turbocharge. See, that seemed to be a more tactical turbocharge rather than just a go for it like turbocharge. But if I'm looking at the map, it seems to be just all infantry. And one of his comm towers is getting ready to get captured too. So that's a 20% swing getting ready to happen. Alright, and it's got a second medium tank, which, good. This time it's in the right place. It's still going for my city. Stop! Thank you. And I do this all the time. I do the engagements before I get the actual comm tower. Man. And just front shift, well, not even front shifting, it's still going after that one area, but oof. And then countering the medium tank with another medium tank. We're going to do that. And just hanging on the block proc, like, never mind. That's the one thing about Jake's powers. All his indirect, like, all his land indirects, like the rockets, missiles, pipe runners, and artillery, they do get +1 range. There is that. Aside from that, like, it doesn't really get too much off of his normal powers. But this is block rock, however. He gets a lot. and a second medium tank. That's actually pretty good for me. Like, that's actually pretty good. Funneling all the money into one base, it actually goes quite a long ways, believe it or not. Means that it's a little bit less that I would have to deal with another base. And then I'm attacking the helicopter with a medium tank. My god. Man, I got a lot of power charge from that too. Just purchasing like 2 medium tanks up front. And turbocharge. This is the round of turbocharges. So, all 4 comm towers have been gotten. Like, finally. And boosh! Oh my god. Oh my god. That medium tank is dead, essentially. I don't care who you are, you're not outrunning another you're not going to be able to outrun the medium tank from a regular tank. Like, infantry could take down that thing. Like, it's just infantry that's left. Every single bit of vehicle that Jake has is down all in his set of 2 bases. That's it. I'm not even going to count the, and he's sending both of them out. It's just pure attack, and once again, just going for ballsy ass captures right now. That's actually what's losing him to the game, is try and go for all of these captures that have nothing backing them up. So if your opponent is behind, then that's good. That is something that you should be doing, if your opponent is behind. But aside from that, but if you don't have anything covering it, or in this case, with trying to capture the right comm tower, if you don't have a single thing that can cover that building, don't do it. This is the one bad thing about medium tanks. They got 5 movement, not 6. A regular tank or a Neo tank would have been able to get to it. This one can't. So I'm going to be able to get the comm tower. This Jess is about to have permanent turbocharge. And a fighter? Okay, if there was one thing that would do it, that would make him lose the game, this is it. It is 3 battlecopters. You do not need a fighter. And turbocharge. Just permanent turbocharge now. And speaking of turbocharge, like, if I do end up getting that active, that's essentially like overdrive at that point. Just with God. Yeah, there's nothing oppressing that top force. If I get any of Jess's powers, like Jess gets any of her powers back, then that's essentially game over up there. And she's got it. Now let's see what Jake is able to do with Block Rock. And oh. So with this one, Jake should have gone onto the plains. Let's look at this. So it ended with 6 and 6. This would have left the Neo tank at 5 HP, with the medium tank being on 4 HP. Or 6 HP. Yes, there's artillery there, but regardless, that artillery is still going to fire at one of them. That was a better solution for me. Alright, well, all Jess really needs is one engagement with literally anything, and she has it. Hey look, she has overdrive. Overdrive with 3 comm towers. Get out of here. Goodbye. That's from the artillery. And then 6 HP Neo tank. Took 2 damage back, but brought that medium tank all the way down to 4. Just surround the artillery. And then there's nothing to press in the top infantry. Just might as well have all 4 comm towers right now. And this is what I was trying to say with yep, and that top base is locked. There's nothing that Jake can do at this point. And with the anti-air purchase, like Jess is already gearing up for the bottom part, like the bottom path. We got some use out of the fighter, sure, but aside from that, nothing. Oh, he resigned. Yeah. I think that fighter is what lost in the game. 20k went into one troop. And you can argue that the Neo tank that I bought, you can argue that, but that Neo tank got back its worth by taking out that one, like essentially one medium tank. So it got back its value. The medium tanks that Jake kept getting on the bottom left, not the greatest things, I will admit. Because really, you want to buy medium tanks when a base is getting pressured. Like, they're more defensive units. Like, yes, you can use them like offensively, and Jake tried to do that. It didn't go as well for Jake, but you definitely can do that. Like, but if you want offensive tanks, save up for a Neo tank. Like, you want to save for a Neo tank. Or, if you have the transportation, you can always do a Mega tank. And that's only if you have transportation for it. So they'll be landers. But yeah, Neo tanks are basically the way to go for offensive tanks. You're not going to get very far with medium tanks when you try and go offense. They're too slow. Jake and Jess both help them with the movement abilities, but anything else? No. Not really. But just because you have 2 comm towers Just because you have 2 comm towers, that doesn't mean that you're good to go. That doesn't mean just attack the opponent the entire time. You have to, if it's not going as well, pull back, regroup. And if you're not ahead on troops, don't try to capture every single thing in sight. Only do that when you know that you can get... only do that if you know that you can get away with that specific capture. Like the comm tower that I got on the right side, I knew none of his troops were going to be able to do that. That one was safe. But if you're trying to get more properties, build up to it. Don't just try to capture anything right then and there.